Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the Centurion Action 10, the other British Tier 10 medium tank. Now before I get into that, I have to say I haven't uploaded in 2 days, and that is because my Xbox broke. Now my Xbox decided on Friday night that it just didn't want to work anymore. Well, not that it didn't want to work. It switched on, but no picture appeared on my screen. Nothing at all. Tried different HDMIs that worked with the Skybox, didn't work in the Xbox. Fun. So I thought, okay, I'm going to have to take it in to get it repaired. So I took it on Saturday. Said, hey, yo, it's not working. I think it's the HDMI port. At first it felt like that because basically I could switch on the Xbox and the Xbox worked. It switched on. I could stream the Xbox to my laptop through the Xbox app. Well, the actual it's like the Xbox console companion app or something like that on PC. You can basically stream your Xbox to your laptop or to your PC and play through that, basically. It's not that great. It's how I used to record my games. I used to plug in my capture card to my laptop, stream it to the laptop, and then just play. And that way I could play in 4K perfectly fine and record my games. But yeah, so the Xbox stopped working. So basically, what I've done. Oh, as it turns out, it was the power supply chip or something like that. Basically for what would power the HDMIs or something like that. Anyway, I'm not a technical genius, so I haven't got a clue. Basically, there's a chip on the motherboard that powers where you get your HDMI, through the HDMI up onto the TV, and apparently that's burnt itself out or bust or something like that. So what we thought was originally a HDMI problem is actually the chip problem. So it's actually going to take longer than they thought. So originally they said to me, it's probably going to be, Tuesday earliest, Wednesday latest, but we'll try and get it done as quick as possible for you to get it replaced, as long, depending on orders. And then I got a call today, which is Sunday, I'm recording this video, saying, look, it's not the HDMI, it's this chip instead. So we're going to have to order the chip on Monday, and the latest, or the earliest, one of the two, the day that they reckon they'll have it fixed is Friday. It could be earlier, could be later. But they said we'll try and get it done for Friday, as long as the part comes and we can get it fixed. So what I've done is I've set up a schedule, because I'm not going to have a week without being able to play this game. So I've set up a schedule of when I'm going to publish videos, and that will be Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. I'm going to do that so that I don't run out of content, because I've got quite a lot stored up, and I've got probably about six or seven videos worth of games that I can put up. But things I don't want to run out of content, and I don't want to risk having it where I've got enough content to cover while I've not got the thing, and then I'm going to have to play games to try and get content to upload for the next day. I don't want that. I want to keep the a content backlog so that I'm never having to struggle for uploads. So I'm going to have this schedule now, so Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. And even when I get the Xbox back and start playing again, I probably will stick with that schedule, to be honest. I'll probably stick with just uploading on those 3 days and doing irregular content on Sundays. So I'll still upload 4 days a week. Most of the time I'll upload on... I probably still will upload on a Sunday, but that's not like a guaranteed day. So, anyway, apart from all that nonsense that's gone off, we're into the Syntax games. And we've had a good game here on whatever this map's called. I've completely lost it. Cliff, that's the one. Using that middle position quite well. It's a position that can be very, very, very good. As you saw in that game, I took them, stopped anyone else from their team from being able to use it, and then just spotted up what was going off in their, what was going off in their base, what was going off on their flank round the cliff, and just got good shots into people which is what the Syntax wants to do. It wants to be a good flanker. It wants to get good shots into people. The gun is reliable, for me anyway, personally. And it's a tank that I very much enjoy. So that position in general on Cliff, you can just use it to very, very good effect. So now we're on to the next game. And this is, I am with Swindle and Good Cat, and we're on steps. And we're going to go to the 890 line, which is the line you want to go to in a medium tank. Because you can get good shots off, you can use your mobility, and if it all goes to pot, you can run away. It's mainly good for the mediums though, because you can flank round, and there's multiple ways of breaking sort of stalemates on the flank. Whereas the 1, 2, 3 is good for heavies, because that's just a full-on brawl. I wouldn't go there in paper tanks. I wouldn't go like the Syntax has a decent turret. It's not reliable. It's quite a troll turret. So when you're fully using your gun depression, you can bounce a fair few things, but it's not brilliant, and it will get penned. Now this tank in general uses the same gun as the FV4202, but for me, I prefer it on this because you sacrifice the Hesh rounds, the 210 pen Hesh, for the heat rounds, and there's so many situations that I prefer having the heat to the Hesh, and this Jagdpanzer here is one of those reasons. Because he's now hull down, although he's giving me his lower plate there. I could have penned the lower plate with APCR. But I can just load the heat and go through his upper superstructure. Now, I'm quite wary of popping up in front of this Jagdpanzer because, well, frankly, Jagdpanzers hurt. Yeah, they hurt. You don't want to get in front of a Jagdpanzer. So we pop another shot into this T100. We switched back to APCR because we don't need heat for him, and frankly, the APCR is better. We track him, which is always a great result, because now he is going to get shut down. And we don't have a pest light tank in behind us. So we're loading heat again, because we're anticipating having to shoot the Jagdpanzer. Shoot the superstructure, of course, it bounces, ricochets. I think we just hit the top of his tank, which, yeah, not going to pen. Like I say, going through the superstructure, because I think it's 340 pen heat is just delicious for this kind of thing. Again, straight through. Easy pens. This is why I'm loading the heat, because we can just get rid of him like that. It's as simple as that. There's nothing he could have done about that. All he did was ignore me to shoot my other friends. And now we've killed him, we want to move up and push these guys. This is a Diamondback, so it should be an easy pen. There's quite a lot sitting back there. Again, I'm loading heat for reasons I can't. Oh, E100. There we go. That's why I did it. Spotted the E100. And again, I'm just showing everything that is wrong with an E100. I'm so sorry, Mr. E100. And of course, we bounced that one. But yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. E100. The heat's flowing. It's going in every... okay, I was about to say every time, but we bounce again. Of course. So we pumped one into that UDES. Didn't need heat for that shell because that thing's paper. We can pen that every time, which is why we're switching back to APCR. And we're trying to get shots at the awkward ridge lines. That right there, I've seen it as well with people, and I do it as when I'm being lazy, I can do it. Where I couldn't get gun depression on that Waffle Panzer IV, and instead of just adjusting my position, which is what I did eventually, and being able to, just turning my tank a slight bit, and then I finally got the gun depression for which I could shoot that Waffle. Lots of people do it, I do it, where you get lazy and you push all the way over, you eat a shot, and then you manage to pen them once. But and that probably would have gone badly as well, because I'd have taken another shot from this hull-down Conqueror, who is a bit of a nuisance. It's little things like that you want to do. You don't want to just push straight over ridge lines to get one shot to eat probably two. If you just adjust yourself a slight little bit, you'll get gun depression like them. It's just one of those things that, people do, that I do. Yeah, so we shut down the Waffle Panzer IV, and we're going to try and shut down this Conqueror, who's been a nuisance the entire time. Get rid of him. And we're up to 4.5k damage now, and their team is crumbling, we're just pumping shots in. That was a dangerous thing to do with that auto-aim, because as much as it's paper, we can get a really awkward ricochet off of those things. Set the camp panzer on fire. Swindle takes a couple of hits as he's running past. We shut down that guy, nice high roll, 408 damage. And there's this T95E6 over here. He's turning to face where Swindle's coming from, which is nice. So we get a nice shot into the side of his turret. 4 kills, still 6.2k. He's running away from them. And I decide, you know what, this 50B and machine, we're going to see if we can pop some shots in there. T95E6 switches to us for some reason. Well, I say switches to us for some reason. He's running away right into our line of fire. Get a nice ram into him, kill him. There we go, 5 kills, 7.1k damage, and we don't reload in time for the 50B and the Top Gun. But that's a very nice game in the Centac. 7.1k damage, 5 kills, 960 assisted. That's, you know, 8k combined. That's very nice. And in a tank that I really enjoy, I've always liked the Centacs, because it's one of those tanks that the gun has always been reliable for me. Always, always, always. So we get a high caliber ace tanker. 27k made. We did fire a fair bit of heat. And, you know, that's 13k, 16, nearly 17k combined between the 3 of us in a platoon. You know, 7k damage. Very nice game in this tank. In a tank that I've always enjoyed. And I've probably preferred to most others, except for the M48 pattern. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.